Ooh, what's crack-a-lackin', my fellow stock market freaks? It's your boy Kevin. Welcome back to the channel. The stock market has been choppy. It's been driving down a bumpy road over the last week. We have all seen what's happened in the world. Ukraine and Russia, it's a wild, wild time to be alive. And I just opened up a new trade that I want to share with you guys. I think the stock market is in trouble. I think there's a downside, big time downside coming in the next couple of weeks. So I opened up a new options trade that I want to share with you guys. The last time I did a video on a put options trade, we made over 100%. So I thought I'd share this one with you guys as well. If you're new around here, we talk about the top stocks in the market every single day. So hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. And everybody go down there, start clicking all the buttons, destroy all the buttons. I don't care if it's a like button or a dislike button or a subscribe button, just start clicking them all. All right, so we got the S&P 500 chart here on the screen, and it was a wild week to be involved in the stock market. Early this week, things were looking bleak. It was looking rough. As Russia advanced into Ukraine, we started to see the invasion. The market got a little bit spooked, and early this week, the market was down big. If we zoom in here and we take a look, right here is early this week. We really fell off of a cliff. But the last 2 days or so, we rebounded nicely, hitting 410, and rocket shipped all the way back up towards 440 in the SPYs. So it was a little bit weird to see that happen, and here's why it happened. Because Joe Biden and NATO got punked out. The reason the market freaked out was concerns that there was going to be sanctions, really tough sanctions on Russia for the invasion that would affect oil and gas. And that didn't happen. They slapped them on the wrist, didn't touch oil and gas, and left it alone. The market reacted favorably to that and basically said, the market just said, we don't care as long as you don't touch oil and gas, which is kind of scary, right? If you have oil and gas, these other NATO countries are basically saying, do whatever you want, just don't mess with the oil. Oil is gold, maybe even more valuable than gold in today's times. Here is why I'm a little bit skeptical of the last couple of days, the rally that we have seen over the last couple of days. The media is basically admitting that Joe Biden and NATO got punked out by Putin. They told Putin, don't go into Ukraine, do not invade. If you do, we will sanction you financially. And he looked at those sanctions, he laughed and giggled, and he did it anyways. So what I foresee happening is tougher sanctions that do affect oil and gas being imposed. And if that does happen, oil prices will skyrocket. Europe gets a ton of their oil from Russia, right? So if oil prices go up, we have to start helping out Europe with oil. The prices at the pumps here in the US go up as well. The economy contracts. The market's going to freak out as we already have negative factors at play in this economy and this market. How about the Federal Reserve? They're not buying as much assets. There's not that tailwind pushing the market higher. We have interest rates rising. We have economy that is seeing record inflation. So we have all these dominoes stacking up, and eventually they're going to topple over. So I'm looking to get short this market, and I'm going to talk about the options trade that I bought that I think has 100, maybe 200% upside potential. But before we do that, I need to talk about the sponsor of this video, and that is Moomoo. Moomoo's the broker that I use every day, commission free. They're offering the best sign up bonus in the biz, and that is not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 free stocks when you sign up with my link in the description and make an initial deposit. And those free stocks, get this, are going to be worth up to as much as 17 grand. Where have you heard a sign up bonus like that? So at a minimum, you're getting 5 free stocks, maximum 17,000 big ones. All right, so right now we're trading at a price of around 437 on the SPYs. I know we're off the highs by a considerable amount, right? The highs of 480 on the SPYs. Right here, we're at 440. But if we look back, we are still trading way, way higher than the pre-Rona highs. I remember really smart, sharp investors saying that we were too expensive back here. And now with all these negative dominoes aligning, we're still trading way, way, way above the pre-Rona highs. Now, I'm not saying we come all the way down to the pre-Rona highs, but what I am saying is that I think we test low 400s on the SPYs within the next month, month and a half. And if that does happen, if that does indeed happen, we can set this up with options to profit handsomely from it. And I know some of you guys are,
Hey, you're profiting, you're making money from war. Oh, what a bad person.
look, I don't condone what's happening over there. If I could help out in any way possible, I would do it, but it's gonna happen anyways. And I'm not basing this trade solely on what's going on in Eastern Europe. I'm basing it also on just the overall environment. We have interest rates hiking, we have inflation out the ass, we have just a lot of negative catalysts coming into a market that is already expensive. So let's take a look at my price targets here. So like I said, I'm going to be looking for the low 400s on the SPY, not expecting just a catastrophic drop, just a slow, steady grind down over the next couple of weeks. The options contracts that I'm looking at expire May 20th of 2022, so it gives us a good month of holding time before we get beat up by time decay. What we're looking for is a little bit out of the money. We don't want to go too far out of the money. If you're going way out of the money, you're basically gambling. You're going to get beat up, and you might as well just go down to the gas station. Might as well go to the 7-Eleven and buy a scratcher ticket because you're buying a freaking lottery ticket. And I'm not a gambler. I'm making trades here, and I'm trying to make money, not hit the lottery. All right, so we're looking for the 430 strikes. A little bit out of the money, not too far out of the money, but when you go a little bit out of the money, it gives you the potential for those massive returns without gambling, all right? So the risk to reward, we're gonna be risking maybe 40 to 50% and an upside of 100, 200% on these options. If the market does roll over, we get one of these, we go break 400 on the SPYs, these options will double at a minimum. All right, so remember the 430 strike price expiring May 20th of this year. If you're not wanting to get options on the SPY, I also like the same idea, the same concept on the NASDAQ, the triple Qs, the same trade idea, the same setup works here as well. So the triple Qs, the SPYs, just the overall market, I think it's too expensive. I think it's extended. Even though we're off the highs, we're coming down. Another trade setup that I absolutely love right now is Ethereum. Trading in the 2,700 price point right now. Absolute steal in my opinion. I've been loading the boat cost averaging into Ethereum. I think it is the winner of the crypto space right now. Ethereum trading at this price, I don't think you can go wrong. This is trading at 5,000 by the end of 2022, in my opinion. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. I love you guys. Just wanted to touch base in these crazy times and talk about what I'm doing, what I'm buying, what I'm investing in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, peace.